right, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Listen, it's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful Tuesday. It's a wonderful Tuesday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMP Speaks. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name, excuse me, of DMP Speaks. I am a empowerment speaker. I'm a Christian counselor and a family restoration specialist, family coach, family advisor, however you want to put it. I come to help rebuild, restore, and grow your family dynamic. I do these every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. and on Saturday at 8:30 a.m. And I'm so glad that you decided to spend some time with me. Before we start this live, please tell me something. Say good morning, say hello. Um, I'm trying to think of all the different ways of speaking out. It's still early, y'all, but I'm still excited to be in front of you on this morning. So do me a favor, please share this live with someone. Share this live. I really appreciate it. I feel like I have some good things to say to you on this morning. So everybody, do me a favor, please share this. If I can get 5 people just to share this live, I greatly appreciate it. So what I want to talk about today, and before I talk about this today, I do believe that every family deserves transformation. I don't care your background, your ethnicity, doesn't matter if it's 5 of you or 2 of you, you still have a family and you deserve to be transformed. That's just what I believe, and I have placed that and I put that in my purpose of what I'm doing in this program and in my life. Every family deserves transformation. So, with that being said, I want to talk about the topic today. Do you know who's influencing your child's or children's decisions? I'll say it again. The topic is, do you know who's influencing your children or your child's decision or decision making? Because a lot of times we think it's us, but it's not us. It's someone else influencing your child. But do you know who? Or I'll even throw this in, what is influencing your child? Because you might say, well, I didn't teach them to do that. They weren't raised like that. And that's totally true. But here's the thing, a lot of these kids, if we can be honest, if we can keep it above, keep it 100, keep it 1,000, a lot of the influence that they get, it doesn't come from the upbringing that you have placed them under. A lot of their decision making comes from their peers, whether it's in school or the neighborhood or social media. That's huge. YouTube, Snapchat. Listen. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have no idea. It was probably very simple. I do not know how to use Snapchat. Maybe because I'm getting older, I don't know how to use it. But you can ask me about TikTok and Facebook and all that. I can know how to use that. But my point is, their influence is coming from somewhere other than you, mom, dad, grandma. And we know this, but do you know where? Do you know who's influencing them? And that's the scary part. Why do I say it's the scary part? Because a lot of your children have changed or transformed for the worse and not for the better. The way they respond to you is different. The way they talk to you is different because a lot of kids, again, we're being honest on this show, on this live. A lot of kids, they talk to their parents a certain way and they're nasty and mean and disrespectful. And they might not have grew up like that, but because they've been influenced by other kids that get away with that and have a upper hand on the parent, unfortunately, they feel that's okay because their friend is strong. He's the man or she's the woman. She can say whatever she wants to, but they don't understand how detrimental and how they're making their life short, how they talk to their parent or guardian. Like I told you, I'm a Christian counselor. I'm just not just a counselor. I'm a Christian counselor. I believe there is a scripture, and I'm not preaching to you, but I'm just telling you what it is because this is factual. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about how you're supposed to honor your mother and father, that your days will be long on the earth. I really don't think a lot of these kids know that scripture, and I'm being serious. A lot of them don't understand, or if they have heard it, don't understand the concept. When you are nasty and mean and disrespectful, and you say and you cuss your parents out and you treat them any kind of way, you're making your days shorter because of the level of disrespect that you have. And because a lot of kids have a level of disrespect for their parents, it's not only making their life shorter, it's making the respect, the honor, the trust that that parent or guardian has in that child, because they have been so heavy influenced by other people. Imagine when you were young, who influenced you? TV, right? People at school, people how they dressed. So you felt like, man, I want to be like it. I want to be down, as they used to say. But to be serious, who's influencing your child? And I'm asking you, do you know who he, she, or they are? Do you know your child's friends? Do you know who your child is hanging around with? Because whatever they brought in the house, and however they're talking to you right now or not talking to you right now, everything ain't the devil, right? It's the people that they're hanging around with. It's what they see. Because sometimes, and a lot of times, society, we're so big on social media, looking a kind of way, acting a certain way, and being the big boss and all this stuff. I'm talking about these kids. And they feel when they come into your house, they run things that they deserve this and they deserve that. Yes, you should always want to give your kids the best life that you can give them, right? But not at the expense of disrespecting me in my house. And a lot of you are dealing with this. You've been dealing with this for years because you don't know who's influencing your child. Some of you are afraid to talk to your child because you know they're going to cuss you out. Well, let me ask you this. When's the last time you said, this is the last time you talked to me like this? When is the last time, and I make this very plain, very clear. I am not an advocate to beat on your children at all. But there are times that there should be, I put it like this, there should be some kind of discipline. That respect should be to you, toward you, for you as the parent or guardian, that you're sacrificing your time and helping out. But a lot of these kids are so heavy influenced that it's scary that they feel that they can talk to you any kind of way, treat you any kind of way, come into your house any time of night, especially these teens, these young adults that have no respect. You got to do your best to get a handle on that. Some of you are dealing with some children right now that you are afraid of. You're afraid of their actions. They're breaking up stuff in your house. They're telling you what to do. Again, because they think that's the norm. They feel like that's okay. But let me say, this is never okay. It's never okay for a child that you either birth out of your womb or you're raising to ever, ever, ever disrespect you. I know y'all not, yeah, saying where is this coming from today? I'm saying to you, I told you, every family morning transformation will not be the same. Listen, some of these kids need to learn respect and honor because they're influenced by so much stuff and they think that that's the way they should live. No, you got to do, as a parent in the garden, you got to do your best to show them no, 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 no. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You're not going to disrespect me in my house. No, you're not going to come in and out of my home. There should be a standard of living that you have in your home. The reason why I'm talking about this today, I just feel like this is yes, and I believe that I will, sis. Um, I feel like, do we really get that this is an issue? Do we see that this is an issue in our homes? That our children don't respect us, our children are do it whatever they want to because they're influenced. See, I'll say this, and I'm almost done. We got to take back our children. Hello, somebody. We got to take back our children, not just physically. We got to take back their minds. We got to sometimes take time to erase what has been in there and spend a little bit more time getting into their thoughts, getting into their psyche. I'm serious. I have a nurse practitioner watching this morning. Please tell me if I'm right, sis. I'm saying to you all, we really got to get into our children's mind and see where it went wrong. And even if we can't find where it went wrong, we got to make what's wrong right. I'll say it again. We have to make what's wrong right, but we got to take time to do that. And I know some of you feel like you don't have time because you're working and you're doing this and doing that. But to save your child from the negative influences that they see and they hear and they take in to their minds, into their emotions, into their hearts, into their spirits, you got to do something about that or get the help that they need. That is so necessary. Why am I talking about this? Our children are influenced to the place that you don't even recognize your child anymore. You don't even recognize him or her. And I know that hurts you because that puts a lot of pressure on your heart. That puts a lot of pressure in your mind. That puts a lot of pressure in your emotional state of being for yourself as a human being and as a mother, and as a father, and as a grandparent, as a guardian, that you can't even recognize your child anymore because of their influence. So I'm saying to you as I close today, and please share this with someone, we got to take back our children. You got to get your child back. You got to get your grandchild back. You got to go get them. I'm going to give you something else. Or in order to get them, you might have to get on your knees and you're going to have to pray. So we don't like to talk about prayer. We don't like to talk about prayer. It's like, oh, well, that's nice. No, that should be a part of our everyday life. That should be a routine. I told you this morning was going to be different, y'all. Forgive me, but I can't really apologize. This is just who I am. When's the last time you prayed about your family situation? Instead of talking to everybody, that's nice to talk to them, especially if you have people that you trust, that's fine. But when's the last time you prayed? When is the last time you sought out God and say, you know what, God, I tried to handle this on my own, but God, I need you right now to show me how to deal with my child or my grandchild, my niece or my nephew. I need you to show me the way because their influence is from wherever they're getting it from. It's bigger than mine. How can I reach my child's heart again? How can I reach to them? Because a lot of your children right now are influenced in their, ooh, I don't know if I should say this. Well, I'm going to have to just say it because I feel it. They're influenced spiritually with the wrong thing. They're being taken over by an unfamiliar spirit. I didn't want to go here, but I feel a pushing. Listen, your children, love them, love on them, but you got to attack that influence because that influence is going to send them down. If you don't do something about it, your child is going to go down. And I don't want that for your child. Because if I don't want that for mine, I definitely don't want that for yours. The reason why I'm just letting you hear this, I want you to know I care about you and your family. But the influence that they have is so great, but there is hope. There is reconciliation. There is forgiveness. But there should be some work that's put in there as well. So let me say this, and I'm going to end here. You really have to really do some soul searching. And you really got to find a way to connect to your child, to reconnect to your child. And I know it hurts you to see how they act every day and how isolated they are and how they talk to you. There's something that you got to do. And you got to pray, but you also got to seek for help and get the right person for help and get the right person or people to be patient with you. Know what your family needs. I'm here for you. And if that's you, I want you to go and click on one of my bios on one of my social media platforms. And I want you to click on the link. And I want you to sign up for your free 30-minute consultation call. I will end it with this. Again, every family deserves transformation. I'm going to show you some information, but I will see you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.